support throughout the Department of Homeland Security. They're getting rid of election commissioners. They're putting, they're trying to introduce foreign interference. Marco Rubio just had a conference this week, bringing in our allies to try to get them to be more involved in the left-wing Antifa terrorist threat. Completely made up. So this is all about that, and it's hard to keep track of all of it. But the bottom line is, what he said last night was bullshit. It was nothing new, and the SAVE Act and positioning these election deniers and these crackpots in positions that can influence the election. Watch what Donald Trump is actually doing.
I'll do just some videos.
I want you to wait. Right after this happened, someone in Donald Trump's administration, his own administration, minutes after the address, admitted that there was no evidence. First, a word from our sponsors. I'm going to play it for you. It's going to knock your socks off. Okay, I have a question for you. If your freedom to practice your religion matters, shouldn't someone else's freedom not to practice one matter too? That's really what the First Amendment is about. Lately, we have seen more debates about religion in public schools, government buildings, and public life. Just look at what's happening in the states like Texas. Reasonable people can disagree about religion, but the Constitution says government shouldn't choose sides. That's what the Freedom from Religion Foundation works to protect. Not religion, not non-religion, freedom of conscience for everyone. Whether you are deeply religious, not religious at all, or somewhere in between, those constitutional protections belong to all of us. Visit ffrf.us/Don or text Don to 511-511 to learn more or join. That's Don to 511-511. Text fees may apply. You know what's funny? People assume because I'm not interviewing people, traveling, or getting ready for a live show that everything else just stops. It doesn't. And while I'm working, people are buying merch, orders are getting processed, customers are checking out. My business keeps moving,
That's my background.
Even when I'm nowhere near the desk. And that's why we use Shopify. Shopify doesn't just help you build a website. It powers our merch store, and it handles the checkout, payments, the fulfillment, so that I'm not sitting around packing t-shirts into boxes all day. Instead, I get to spend my time making this show. So if you're building a business, your goal shouldn't be working more hours. It should be building a business that can keep working when you are not. That's exactly what Shopify helps you do. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/lemon. That's shopify.com/lemon.
Work, y'all gotta.
We're back now with Tara Sutton, and thanks to our
y'all gotta just work with your girl for a little bit, because I'm about to talk about some real stuff, and I'm going live on 3 different platforms, and I need to change my background. So this is all a learning curve for me.
Andy, put it up. If you have the GT shirt is good, but. If you have the downlemon.com, and I think it's perfect. Thank you. I can just tell people about it.
Yeah.
Go to downlemon.com. There it is. And that Old People Be Knowing shirt is somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah. I got some stuff to talk about, baby.
You got to put it up the top.
I don't know why they trying to stop my page from responding.
I do love that. I mean, I love our stuff. There it is.
There it is.
And then look, there's a mug. There's one of the mugs. If you scroll down, there it is.
Oh, I love it.
When people tell me stuff, I'm like, they're like, how did you know that? I'm like, Old People Be Knowing.
Yes.
I know.
It's so funny.
And you know what else I know? I know that there is little, if no, election interference or fraud in this country. It has been through the courts a gazillion times, all the way up to the Supreme Court. Now, John Solomon, the shirt is linked live as well.
All right,
told by the trusty intern, which is soon going to work for me full time because she is amazing. The amazing.
Let's see.
She said shirt was linked to live to the live.
Good.
Yeah, guys, I just had spinal surgery.
So here's the thing. This is,
and that's why my background is what it is.
Because
so
John Solomon,
I can't fix my background right now.
He is a
but
conservative columnist and
I assure you
who recently took a temporary White House post probing classified information
that I come to you with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. As a God-fearing woman, as this Don Lemon.
And this is a quote.
I love Don Lemon show. Okay.
The intelligence community has
So let me pause my Don Lemon show because I really appreciate Don Lemon. And I really want to touch base on some stuff. So my stream, I promise I'm going to have it looking all pretty. But this is my first time streaming on YouTube. And this is my first time weighing in. So expect some bloopers, expect some unwanted guests, expect some stuff in a second. Okay, so as soon as I can find my bearings. Why can't I edit my background? You know what? Let's see. Customization. Let's see. I just summary trans. All right. Okay, chat. So let's be transparent. I want to be very, very transparent with y'all. I am coming out of 2 spinal surgeries, so I can't leave my room. But what I can do is I have a whole bunch of streaming sites, and I've been following the update in the news, and I'm just going live on my other streaming sites. So bear with me. This is my first time going live on YouTube. So, but I definitely want you guys to definitely tap in. Okay. Got it. Preparing my camera. So, here we go. Got it. All right. So, we are live on my Instagram. Apparently, TikTok makes you go through all these hoops to go live. But I respect it. So, I don't neglect it. I respect it. So, for all my YouTube family, I got like all 3 of my devices like set up. So if you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. Again, I just had 2 major spinal surgeries, so you're gonna have to excuse my background, baby. It's a good background. What we after today is the truth. Okay, what we after today is just weighing in on what we're seeing, on what's happening in the world. You're either not paying attention, you don't care, or you do care. As I tuned into the Don Lemon show, I've been tuning in daily. It's been so much going on, and I'm in Buffalo, New York. So I don't know where everybody's at. Please, if you want to weigh in. I have some questions I want to ask. I'm actually, I do a plethora of things. I am an artist, a motivational speaker, I'm a poet. But above all that, I am a God-fearing woman. I'm one of God's chosen. And I'm not just saying that, but I'm one of God's chosen. I'm a mom of 3. And the Nolan Wells case, I've been following from day one. And if you're tuned in with me on my TikTok, nice to meet you. Nice to meet my YouTubers. Nice to meet my Instagram family. But I feel like there's conversations that need to be had as a community as a whole in America that we don't address and we don't touch on, and we kind of look over it, and we want to hope for the best. But as our administration has been pushing the narrative of separating races for so long, I feel like if Nolan Wells I want to give all my condolences to his family, to his mom and dad. It's like heartbreaking to see a mom lose her child on what a holiday in reality is not for us. We were enslaved on the 4th of July. You understand what I'm saying? But just to indulge in the celebration of it, I never stopped my kids. My eldest is 27, my daughter Giovanna, y'all know her as Joe Butter. My second oldest is Shay. She's 25. And then I have a 21-year-old son that is 6'1", brown skin, big black boy. You understand what I'm saying? And my greatest fear was either the cops looking at my son the wrong way and then saying that my son is being away and my son get killed by the police. That's a major fear of mine. And or my son is a diverse child. I raised my kids to be diverse. First of all, my family is diverse. My mom is diverse. So I'm coming from a perspective of a diverse mom, but as a black mom as well, because my dad was African American. My mom is Indian and Italian and Indonesian. So just from being from all those different backgrounds, my perspective on this matter, I mean, it's really sensitive, but it's really like an eye opener. If y'all ever heard the saying of you gotta cut off the head in the tail, right? If you don't cut off the head, then the tail is still moving. If you cut off the tail, then the head is still moving. What I mean by that, magma, our new administration, Donald Trump, you understand what I'm saying? He is pushing a narrative for this racial mindset. We come from a country that was built on our ancestors' backs, that was brutally raped, murdered, and demeaned. Okay, what I'm saying is, yes, it's 2026. Why in the world are we still fighting for our freedom? Why in the world are our black babies being hung from trees? Are our black babies is being shot down by the police with no remorse? Why our black babies can't go and chill with any friends of any race without coming back murdered? And the Nolan's Wells case, it hit so hard. I've been watching. I haven't made a stream in a while. I have a show called Motivational Mindset. If you do know me, I'm a television producer as well at the Apollo Media down here in Buffalo, New York. And I'm just listening to the governor. I'm listening to all these, the sheriff and all these people that's in play, the parents. Now, my thing is, the boys that was with Nolan, right? Because I have three main questions I want to ask you. I want to ask y'all to tap in. I want to ask y'all these questions. And thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is True Letta Williams. I'm coming from Buffalo, New York. Please tell me where you're coming from. I just want to talk to people of like minds. I just want to talk to people just to see how you feel about what's going on. And I'm not saying everybody is racist. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that our administration is racist. And if you don't know that, then you've been blind and you're deaf, because they say it to us, especially with ICE killing citizens. And it's ridiculous. I feel like the things that this administration is doing, they're showing us in our face what a white administration that controls the actual government, because Democrats don't got the majority vote anymore, Republicans do, of what can you really do. So I don't respect Donald Trump in no way, shape, or form or fashion, but I do appreciate him for showing us that raw truth that we so ignore. Like we look over it because we want America to be so great. But if you think about what the greatness of America is, we thinking about America was never great to brown and black people. America was never great to the minorities. America was never great to that. I'm currently in school for my master's in social work. So if you know, I got a lot of people like, well, how do you know, like, why are you weighing in and why you feel like this and what's your expert advice? Besides being a mother of three, restrictions for some audience. Okay. Besides being a mother of three, and besides being a black woman that face racism, I actually got attacked by a AAA driver. I can't talk too much about that case because it's ongoing. I literally called AAA, and the guy was racist, saying racist slurs to me, and he smacked my phone out my hand as I was recording him. So as a person that been in situations that somebody was targeted because of your skin color and you don't even know me, it is sickening. But to see the Donald Trump administration versus the Barack administration, and so many things Barack Obama couldn't do in office, so many things Barack Obama went through about his background, his race, where he was from, like so many elements that was like layered on top of his credibility as being the president of the United States. And then now we got this president of the United States that is actually, this is why I said the appreciation of showing me who's who, the appreciation of showing me where I stand with people and where people stand. And what I mean by when you kind of cut off the head, which is magma, the administration, and the tail, it's all these different states never wanted to have us together. They wanted us to be segregated for a reason. So just that thought of racism being a learned behavior, and racism is taught by birth and researching our history. You know what I'm saying? Especially being in school for my master's in social work and listening in on the conversations that we have and listening to the different perspectives of my peers and how they grew up and what they thought of the Black community and what they think of Lo. How are you? I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Just the thought of like the separation. And I done built so many relationships in school, and we kind of broke a lot of barriers. And I really appreciate UB. That's the school I go to, UB in Buffalo, New York, because they bring all these different perspectives in this small, intimate classroom. And I get to hear my white counterparts' point of view of how they was raised and how they perceived what the Black communities was, what the Black community is and are, and like why are we the way we are. I lived in the gutter neighborhoods. I made it out the nightmare. I raised my kids up out the nightmare. So you don't got to be stuck in that nightmare. It's all about being motivated, empowered, and who around you is showing you something different, because society already taught us to be negative and angry towards each other and separate ourselves. But what do God, and I'm not getting on religion, because I don't have one religion that I say I go to and I pray to. I'm spiritual, so I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. So whatever your belief is, that's your belief. The creator of all, that's just my belief. My belief is I believe in Jesus Christ as the way, and I believe in God wholeheartedly. And I believe I'm chosen from God because of many of my visions, and I'm not just making this up. I can back it up with witnesses. Many of my visions and growing up with a spiritual mom that actually I watched her get rid of spirits. I watched my mom because I doubted her. I used to say a lot to my mom, like, you're lying. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those skeptical children. My mom had 22 kids. It was 14 of us. So I'm thinking she's scaring us, to keep us in line or whatever. And my mom actually took me with her many times, and she unveiled my eyes. If you know, you know. I'm just going to leave it there. If you know, you know. So now we're in a realm where not only that we have systematic racism, we have hate, we have division of religions. At the end of the day, we are all connected. We all are born, we all die, We all have children. We all have families. That's the things that make us connected, right? So from my perspective, I'm connected to everybody. Everybody to me, and we are one. We just have different personalities. We have different characters. We have different perspectives. Now back to what I was actually got this live video about, because it's giving me goosebumps. It's making me sick to my stomach to think that this young man, Nolan Wells, that had this bright future ahead of him, dies on the 250th anniversary of America, United States of America. Knowing that he went out with friends and not thought inkling that that morning he wouldn't make it home that night, right? And then to have the sheriff railroad the parents. Now, I watch first 48 hours. I don't know how many y'all watch crime shows. I love it. I watch crime shows, Criminal Mind, first 48. The first thing in the first 48 hours when I'm watching this show, they said it's critical. When they mean by critical, all the evidence that you gather up is critical. So getting those phones from all the boys, not just Nolan's phone. Why don't they have the other 3 boys' phones? Why is the mom, right? The stepmom of one of the boys, because she made a statement on Facebook. You guys can go research this. I follow the Don Lemon show, and I follow TMZ. I follow the news. I actually look at ABC too, because they be putting stuff out there, even though it won't all be true. You just got to read in between the lines. You understand what I'm saying? Because they tell you the truth without telling you the truth. So, okay, I get it. Protect your son. A black boy died, but the first thing you thought of is to protect your son. What are you protecting your sons from? I believe, just my belief, that Mississippi never been a place, just from looking at what happens in Mississippi. How many black kids has been hung from a tree in Mississippi over the years? And they're saying, air quotes, y'all, they're saying that it's a suicide. From a person that deals with people, I deal with people with mental health. I counsel people with mental health. I go see a counselor myself. I think that is so imperative for us as individuals to have somebody to talk to, because your mental can do something to you. This is why this show is called Motivational Mindset. I want to reset your mindset, because it starts from within here, right? So to reset your mindset, you have to clear everything you think you know, right? And then you have to say to yourself, what? I can't believe nothing that I'm hearing. I can't believe half of the things that I'm seeing. But you got to read into people's actions, right? People actions will tell you exactly who they are. People eyes, believe it or not, their eyes will tell you exactly what you need to know, right? If you look somebody in their eyes, you could tell if they lying. You could tell if they ain't right. You could read their energy. Just watch a person's eyes and their eyebrows and how they move. You could tell if they with you or not. And this is why I'm a popular loner. I don't put myself around people because I just don't trust a lot of people anymore. Even people I grew up my whole lives with. I can't trust myself with being alone with you, but other people that don't really like me. So that could be just that. Everybody don't like you. You understand what I'm saying? And it's sad to have this young man to be around people and one person is against you and talking against you, and then all of a sudden you end up dead. Now they lawyered up. Why are you lawyering? Why y'all getting lawyers? As a mom that just lost a son, and my son was friends with your sons, right? Why are none of those parents sitting with those parents to say, I comfort you? And again, my condolences goes out to Nolan's Wells family, mother, father, siblings. if he have any. I believe he's the only child. But siblings, you don't got to be related to be a person's sister or brother. Because I got people that's related to me, and we not related by blood. But just the thought of just the common courtesy to go sit with that mom and not scrub your social medias clean, not go get a lawyer, not making a Facebook post to make you look more guilty, not turning in your phones. The sheriff saying the sheriff takes 7 days to even respond to the mom. The mom had to actually text the sheriff's office days. I told you first 48. First 48, get that all that evidence in 48 hours, because that's the critical time to get the evidence. I believe they got the evidence, and I believe that they're covering all the evidence up to save face for those young men. I'm sorry, I hate to say that. They're trying to find a way to save face. I listened to the governor. Jesus Christ. I listened to the governor. The first thing they said, before I say I heard the governor speech. If y'all not watching, y'all not following, go follow it. The governor from Mississippi. So I'm watching when the sheriff first made a statement. The first thing he said was, I think it was a drowning. What? How can you say you think it was a drowning? You ain't even get an autopsy. You ain't get nothing. The first seed you plant, because that's when people lie, liars like to plant seeds. I don't know if y'all been around narcissistic people and liars, but that's my specialty. This is why I'm in school for my master's in social work. I've been doing this work for 20 years. I help people. My superpower from God is my light can reach inside another individual. If you got a light, even your darkness, I can reach inside your darkness and I can guide you to your light. I can't make this up. I didn't ask for it. So connecting to the energy with the parents and everything that I'm seeing and all the national news that's covering this story about this young man. Why would you plant a seed to say that you think he drowned and you don't really know? Why is the governor saying if, and everybody knows if was a fifth, we all be drunk. If was a spliff, we all be okay. We ain't saying if. We don't need no ifs. I'm a big person on her. I don't embrace excuses. I embrace solutions. That's on God. I stand 10 on that. You will know when somebody's coming with you with the truth and a lie. My name is True Letter. God gave me the name with this vessel because you got a vessel in the spirit. So I hope you know this is just my spaceship that I am collecting information, and my footprints will leave my legacy with my generations to come. So everything I'm doing is for my lineage of my children and their children, etc. Why is the governor saying that if? Why is the sheriff saying that he drowned? Why is all these people planting all these doubts around this young man's death? And we all know if that young man, Nolan Wells, was a white boy, the whole world knows that everybody in be in jail. Like the young man that got jumped in that tent, and he went to jail. They jumped him in a tent. He got assaulted, defended himself, and went to jail. My Lord Jesus Christ. Another man was running, nothing in his hand. The police put 5 rounds in his bag. Y'all know here in Buffalo, the white boy drove from where he was from all the way to Buffalo, New York. I was right down the street teaching a financial literacy course, about to go do my motivational mindset at Apollo Media. And the mayor had rushed the mayor in the building and rushed us out the building. When I say I'm in, I'm locked in. So I'm not just talking. So please do your research on me. I appreciate that. Always research, always fact check everybody. Everybody's a suspect. Everybody's lying. You got to take that to face value. You just got to have discernment of what's true, what's not true, and what they want you to believe, right? When that shooting happened and that man killed 10 people, shot 13, because they kept saying 10, 10, 10. It was 13 people altogether. 3 survived, 10 died. He went in there racially motivated. You know, they didn't take him down rough. They didn't shoot him. They didn't do any of that to that man that just killed all those black people. But as a man, unarmed, running, and you let off 5 in his back, and that's just one case out of many. You understand what I'm saying? If we can watch black men be modernized lynched, that's what I call it. This is a modernized lynch times where they're navigating to kill black people without killing black people. Even black mothers dying at what being with child. You know what I mean? Women I know die with a baby placenta. That's a whole nother show, y'all. But to have if you have a black son like me, I talk to my son all the time about being in different places, knowing his place, right? And after Nolan's Wells story, I had to like quiz my son. That's the saddest, excuse my language. It's the saddest shit. I really had to have a conversation with my son and say, son, hey, you 6'1", you a big black young man, and they don't see you as a man. They always see you as a boy. They never see us as a whole person. They only see 3/5 of a man, right? The saddest thing I had to do was talk about this young man's death to my son and say, son, you're so kind-hearted. It's the kind-hearted young men. They be on the first chopping board to go. I don't know why. But son, you got to be careful. He said, Mom, I'm careful. I said, tell me how you careful. I got to tell my son, tell me how you careful. I need to hear you tell me how you can be careful when you're not around me. And my son would say, Ma, I got to be careful because I know if this happened, I know to call you. Then I know to do this next. Then I know to do this next. What? We share locations. I share my location with all my children. All my children share their locations with me. So I can see where my child movement is. We are in a pivotal time in history right now. History is rewriting itself. Civil rights it is being taken away. They did a DEI done. I do grants. You can't say black in some grants. What you mean you can't say black? Our grants is for the unserved community. It's certain things you can't say when you write in grants. It's certain things that we can't even say in class, in school. They're tearing apart Black history. They're going through each state, tearing down what happened because they don't want you to be knowledgeable on who you are. They never gave us reparations. Let's just say that. How? Why we didn't get reparations? And no disrespect to nobody. The Jews got reparations. Indians got reparations. Every race that I can think of, they acknowledge. That's all reparations is, even though they give you like money or whatever. But the bottom line of a reparation is to acknowledge wrongdoing to another. So the fact that our ancestors can't even rest because we'll never have them say, majority of the white community, I'm sorry, my Instagram family, my one live went down because my phone is not charged, and I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on my TikTok. So the 3 questions I have to my viewers, I really want to know, y'all, how do you feel being Black in America? And I'm being so serious right now. How do you feel right now with everything going on about being Black in America? Being brown skin in America. And I had to tell my Arabic counterparts, they called them sand niggers. And when I heard that, oh my God, my blood just bubbled. When I heard it's bad enough they call us the N-word. I'm just going to say it because let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick. I just had 2 major spinal surgeries, guys. So I'm kind of stuck in my room and it's sickening. Oh my goodness. Where's my book? Well, I have a book. And the next time I go live, I'm going to make sure I show y'all this book. But it's about the Willie Lynch letter. It's a small little yellow book. It's called the Willie Lynch letter. I can't make it up. How this white racist KKK member, slave owner named Willie Lynch, went on this hill one day and he told the other white slave owners how to break black people and how to make them in a book. I can't make this up. I wish I could find a book. I wish I could find this book. Jesus. The devil is a liar today. Yes, he is, Lord. Yes, he is. The devil a liar. Because I just had it right here. And I really wanted to share. I wanted to share this book. This is from one of my other counterparts. Yeah. I love to keep up. And I always keep this next to me. It's a Bible to give me understanding what the Bible is saying. I also read the Quran and the Torah. I like to read different religions, but just the thought of this man over 400 years ago, however many years ago, don't quote me on that because I hate to be wrong. So I'm not going to shoot out statistics. This is more of a conversational based live. So I just want to know what America is thinking, what people is thinking, period. Just the conversation of it. Just that thought he said in this book. It's called the letter of Willie Lynch. How to break a black person, how to separate the light skin from the dark skin, and that happens right now. How to separate the old from the young, how to separate the strong from the weak, and it goes on and on and on. It prompted me to actually write a poem, and it's called Decoding the Willie Lynch Letter that I'll be reciting because God just allowed me to finish it. It's raw, it's hard, and it's not for everybody, but it's for the people that's tired of going through a cycle of violence. That's the last poem on this road. It's called A Cycle of Violence. So I'm going to do a live video where I just recite my poetry that God put on my spirit, my heart, some of my visions. I just want to share. I feel like it's time to share. So that was my first question. I want y'all to just think about these things. How do you feel about being black in America right now? How do you feel about waking up, or how do you feel about having a son that you got to prep and tell what this world is about so he don't come home, so he can come home, so he don't come home at all ever again? You understand what I'm saying? That's the saddest thing, the saddest conversation I had to have with my son. Do this happen in white families? Do white families sit their kids down and tell their kids, hey, son, daughter, y'all need to be careful about the police. Y'all need to be careful about going with this select group of friends because this may happen to you. Not going in certain neighborhoods, going to somewhere nice like a island for the 4th of July with your friends. Not going into the bad neighborhood, but going somewhere that's nice with your friends. What do they conversations be with their kids? Nah, they conversations is mad different. Believe that. Second question I want you to ponder on. How do you feel about being the least protected? How? How do you feel about being the least protected? Meaning, how do you feel if you, God forbid, get in a situation and you have nothing on you but your cell phone or juice or a bag of chips, or you could be sleeping in your house? How do you feel they can just come kill you at any time and don't be held accountable? Just like the lady from Mississippi. She just, what was that lady name? Because I'm watching a Don Lemon show. Let's go back on a Don Lemon show real quick. being the least protected. You know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump don't make no better. But being the least protected, being a law-abiding citizen in America and
jurisdiction
in America,
the state and the county actually hold primary authority to investigate a missing person there, because Nolan's mother filed her report with the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. That made the county the lead agency by the law.
Okay.
So that's real jurisdictional. But still, there should be coordination. There should not take that.
Right. So
structure may explain.
From the Don Lemon show, there's no coordination. There's nothing. So I feel like the Nolan Wells family, it got national news. So now we got civil rights lawyers that's up here. We got Tyler Perry paying for the funeral, which I think is beautiful. We got Kirkpatrick getting an autopsy, which I think is beautiful. Like, all that is so beautiful. But it worries me to say, what about all the cases that don't go national? What about all the cases that don't have a voice or people to speak up for them? How can we as a people bring something? And my nonprofit is called the Save Our Youth Foundation. So this is some of the things that we talk about here in Buffalo, New York, and we're putting together. So, and I talked to the council members here. We just got a new mayor. I haven't had a chance to speak with him because like I just told you guys, I had 2 major spinal surgeries. That's why I'm coming live from my master's bedroom. So don't mind me. It's just sad having this conversation with my son while he's going off to work and his job is in a white area. And he gets off at 10 o'clock at night and he's 6'1", big boy, my son like 200 pounds, stocky. And I just don't want him to be targeted. You understand what I'm saying? So okay, well, please show me. I appreciate it. Or how to do a green screen, the green screen. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the feedback, please. I appreciate the feedback. So yes, I will inbox me, DM me, and we can definitely do that. Let's see. So Pamela, Nicole, I invited you.
Hey.
Hi, how are you, Queen?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm blessed. Just had a real conversation with my son today. And well, for the last 12 days. And he just started a new job somewhere that's in a prominently white area.
Oops, I did not mean to put this thing on my face. Hold on, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just trying to learn how to do my background.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Let's see here. So if you click, it's like a little almost like a pencil. It'll be like a little pencil down there, or it says effects.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, if you click effects, now at the bottom there, you'll see a green box right behind you. There'll be like a green box. Or you can type in green screen. Okay. And then, play around with it a little bit more. And then what you can do, because I'm new to it as well, take a screenshot, like of you talking about Nolan or whatever, take a screenshot and put that as your backdrop, and you'll get more people in here joining the conversation, because this is a very hot topic right now. Okay. A lot of people are talking about it.
Okay, so I did the green screen.
Okay. Did you see the green box?
No, I didn't see the green box. Okay, so let me go back.
See. Effects. And then if you see that magnifying glass on the left, when you click on effects,
okay,
it's going to be a little magnifying glass.
Okay, it says search for effects. Yes.
Okay, now put in green screen. Or just type in green and then you should see it pop up. Let's see. You'll see a few different options there.
Let's see. Okay.
That's one. So you're finding the stuff.
Okay.
They have a lot of cool stuff for you to play with. So yes, definitely. Or you can put words behind you or whatever. But the green screen one would be good because you could just take a screenshot of whatever you're talking about and just put it behind you. And then when people are on the FYP page, they'll see it and they'll be able to tap in with you.
Okay. Maybe I'm like going to something else.
Yeah, you just take a screenshot and then you just put that picture behind you.
Okay.
It's just that easy.
I don't know why it's not.
Probably because you're on now. Do you have another phone or you just using one phone?
No, I'm using actually my laptop and 2 other phones.
Okay, so you're doing TikTok live from the laptop?
Yeah, I'm doing TikTok live from my cell phone, and then my other iPhone, I was doing Instagram, and then my laptop, I'm doing YouTube.
All at once?
All at once.
Oh wow, you further ahead than me because I only just do TikTok.
Okay.
But yeah, that's good. That's good.
So I'm trying to. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate this. Okay.
It's no problem at all. You just look at those effects and you want to see a green screen and then you'll be able to put a picture behind you.
Okay. So it's like, it's giving me like other little options.
Mm-hmm.
And
let's see here.
And I see the little pin with the like sparklies behind it.
Effects.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, okay, so when you click,
but it's not showing me a green screen.
Filters. But if you go to effects and then
sound effects, background.
Yeah, you see it?
Okay, so I see background.
Okay, that's getting closer.
Okay, it's not giving me an option to do that to my background.
Maybe because it's 2 people.
Oh, okay.
But once I click off of this, play around with it, it's gonna look like a little green. It's gonna be a green box, and then you're gonna see like the video thing in the middle. So it's gonna be green in the background, and then you're gonna see like the video thing in the middle.
Okay.
That's the one you click on, and then you just put that background. And you can go to ChatGPT, or you could just screenshot something from Instagram and then put it as your background so that the TikTok people know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And it got me wanted like to get out and come back in.
Said it again.
I said I think I want to get out and come back in, but I got so many people that joined. Just afraid to lose my audience right now.
They'll come back. They're on here. You just got to keep doing it. For me, it's random, but you're doing a good job just talking. And,
thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm coming from a passionate place. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a little rough road, but God is amazing. So I'm not complaining.
God is good.
You know what I'm saying? I can't complain.
You made it, right?
So yes, Queen, and I appreciate you.
You were talking about Black women infant mortality rate.
Yes,
and that's something that
we talk about that a lot in school.
I'm in the state of Georgia, and we have one of the highest numbers of Black women infant mortality rate, where they're dying. They're dying right after childbirth, and it's just. I'm a women's health advocate, so I'm trying to do whatever I can to help educate us and working with the health department, the hospitals, and stuff like that to try to help get the word out and help women. It's all about them paying attention to their bodies. If something feels off, you need to go immediately and let them know. You know?
Yes. And a lot of us, think we can just, let me take some Tylenol and lay down, or let me lay down for a few minutes, and it really be like, I didn't even know I had, this is why I had the 2 spinal surgeries. I had a lump on my spine, and I had thyroid cancer. So they thought it was a tumor, But
wow.
before I went, my legs was falling asleep. So I'm like, no, something ain't right. This ain't my natural body. I'm a go getter. And while we doing our events, we do 4 different events. I'm in Buffalo, New York. So we do 4 different events for the community. We rent out parks. We get back. We get furniture. We get help with rent assistance. My nonprofit is called Save Our Youth Foundation. So
awesome.
Thank you. So for the past 13 years, we just been giving back. And being in school for my master's in social work, we talk about these conversations that don't, that gets no power. I feel like when we start talking about what's happening to the Black community, people go, oh, here we go again. But it's real. It's like, it's true. It's like, it's time to take accountability and let's find solutions that this doesn't happen as often, especially when we're all in America together and we have to live together in this America, unless you're going to buy some land and you making that private land and now it's just you and your family there. So getting to that point, and that's what I'm teaching too in my financial literacy course, because I am a licensed realtor as well, property manager. The rent is crazy here and the houses is uninhabitable. So you got to make, I'm working with HUD now. This for these like Section 8s, women that's on Section 8 and feel like they are trapped into this little system. You're not trapped. You got more power than you think. So us as people not even understanding that power.
You have so much knowledge that you can be on here teaching. So get that background together, and you got this, because like you said, you're a nonprofit. You can help so many people with that.
Yes, thank you.
And you're in New York, upstate.
Yeah, I'm in Buffalo, New York. Yes.
So does it cover only New York, or is only that area?
What?
Like when you help people?
No, we cover right now. We cover the Western New York, the Western New York area. But my aunt lives in Lawrenceville, Georgia. So yes, so I've been down there early this year, because there's a lot of homeless people down there. It's a lot of despair. So we was looking for a building to be down there, and we were in Selma, Alabama. So I made a few trips to Selma, and the South is really like hurting bad. Like we're hurting a lot up north, but it's more or less opiate use. It's more or less street violence. And then if we can go in certain places, because then we'll see racism. We'll see them like turn their noses up and like, oh, you in the wrong area. So now it's like with Nolan Wells, seeing his mom and having a son in that age range. It's just like, man, I just had to have this conversation with my son. They just did a big block party on the street called Delaware over here. 6 people got shot, 12 got hurt, some got killed. So it was just like, my son was there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my son to go somewhere with his friends and don't come home.
So that's the thing about it. Yeah. And also in Mississippi, a friend of mine, a classmate of hers, they were at a block party and some people came shooting out at the black party in Mississippi days after Nolan. And the young man who had just graduated on scholarship, the same situation almost as Nolan, but he had just gotten baptized the day before he died.
Oh my God.
They killed him. My hometown, I'm from South Carolina. My classmate's son got killed. He was only 19 years old. This is black on black crime that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's horrible, and I just wish that we could do something collectively as a community to bring them together more positively,
Yeah. And I believe that. And I feel like not just in Buffalo, but in Georgia and just visiting other places, I feel like it's going to take a community of people in each place to connect together, because one, we know we got to stop this violence against each other. And I feel like when God present the Nolan Wells case, that should show us this is so bigger than us. If we don't unify as quickly as possible, we're damned anyway, because unification is the key. So if they see us not unified, if they don't see us together, they think it's okay to kill one of us and call it a suicide or accidental drowning. They will be too scared to do that to one of us if we was unified, So yeah, I respect the Ben Crawfords. Yes, I do. I respect him so much for stepping in. But it's like, We need more Ben Crawfords, or I will suggest Ben Crawford to visit other states to see what's happening.
You said Tyler Perry's paying for the funeral?
Yes, that's what I heard on the Don Lemon show.
People like him, I feel like he has a voice, right?
Yes.
I feel like he should use his voice more.
Yes.
I feel like he should use his voice more as far as even the type of movies that he puts out.
Yes.
Showing this kind of stuff. Showing, what was that movie he did? I can't remember, Big Mama's House or whatever, but he showed the unity amongst the Black family.
Yeah.
The grandmother, the things that we go through and how we get through situations. I feel like he should do more of that type of storytelling.
Correct.
To really help us, the race, get going back to our traditions, the church, and what we used to do, how we used to be in society. I think that the younger people, this younger generation, they don't even know about that stuff. They don't know the history. They don't know what we've been through.
Exactly.
For them to see it, they would have a different level of respect for one another.
Yeah, that too. And I wholeheartedly think it's us parents educating our children as well. So I love Tyler Perry, and I do acting down here and with TMT Modeling Agency. Her name is Tamara, like camera, but I done been on a few sets, and Tyler Perry is like one of my greatest. I don't want to say idol because I don't idolize people, but he's like one of my greatest heroes, that I would love to do some work with. I would love to do poetry, some real, like hard, meaningful, like I'm going to turn your life around poetry. So God ain't put me in a place. That's why I appreciate you. I had so many people watching me and they didn't say, hey, change your background. You could tell I don't really go live on here. I go live in person. So I'm like, okay, God, I need to reach people beyond just the people in Buffalo, New York. And I'm going to different places and filling up arenas and stuff like that. And when I'm out feeding our community, our homeless population, I don't film it because I feel like if I'm working for God, I don't need to exploit you. Yeah.
But coming on here, you can definitely reach a lot more people.
Yeah.
Find new connections, partnerships, and things like that.
Yes.
So definitely, and I was listening to you. I'm here working in the background, but I was listening to you as far as, you're going to be on recovery for a while and getting yourself set up. So good luck with all of that.
Oh, thank you. And I hope to connect with you. So please DM me.
You now.
Okay, I'm about to say DM me your information. And what part of Georgia are you in?
South Georgia, Albany area.
Albany, okay.
Yes.
So we can kind of link, and I love to bring different speakers. I love to bring different artists. As being an artist myself, we actually doing a backpack event September 12th here in Buffalo, which I usually do it in a building, but this year, since I can't do too much, I want to do like a block party, like with all my neighbors and they kids, and the kids in this area get to experience like what it is just to be loved. I tell people I love them all the time. And I watch a lot of YouTubers and stuff, and they be telling people I love you. And this young generation don't hear I love you. They will look at you like you cursed them out. I tell people I love them, because people don't know that. And I love you too, Queen. I just want to appreciate you for getting on here.
Yes, love you too.
To build me up.
I can say I love you to a stranger too. It's like
that's it.
I don't hate anybody,
Right.
I give love, and so I totally get you, and I understand.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to work on my background now while I'm on here. If not,
just message me. Make sure you follow me. Message me,
okay.
And if you need any type of technical. I'm a techie. I
do
websites. I build apps. If your nonprofit needs a update with your website, if you need an app or anything, I can help you with that. So definitely reach out.
Yes.
I'm working on my second company right now, but I'll write you some more on the back end.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt your show, but this is what I would tell you as far as, because I'm just now getting into going live too. The more you can make it like a show, like this is what I think about. Like the radio shows people be doing.
Yes.
On the mornings,
yes.
where they have segments and just have it like that, and then you can even throw in a song, and like that, and make it interactive. Those are the people that I see doing really well here on TikTok, where you get it real interactive and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I'm going independent. I do have a show called, well, I have shows up to like 6 seasons called Motivational Mindset. So I was in a studio and I had somebody doing my edits. So it's like,
all of that.
Yeah. So now I can't do that. So I definitely appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is when I get off with you, I'm going to log out and then I'm going to mess with some filters and I'm going to come back in because I definitely want to pull people in to have this conversation. And I don't want to offend nobody.
No, you're a good speaker. You're a good moderator. I can tell you will be a good moderator as well. And you should definitely do it. And if you need any help, just reach out to me.
Okay.
On the back end, okay?
I sure will.
All right. And what's your name again?
My name is Truletta. And my other business besides my nonprofit is called True W Enterprise. So I do help people with LLCs, DBAs, trust. I help people with proposals,
if you put
press
that
releases.
On your background, you probably have 500 people in your life. If you put how to get an LLC, how to set up your trust, anything like that, put it in the background. Tell ChatGPT to make me a TikTok background.
Okay.
Create me a TikTok background that says, get 5 different ones for the different topics, and then go from there. And make sure the words are going to be up here, not behind you, so they can't see them. So put all the words up at make sure the words are at the top.
Okay.
And then go from there, and then just watch